Well, got this morning in a swift. Can't get that.
You made it back, safe and sound. That's all you got to think about right now.
Valiant warrior against the void. Taken too early, all hope destroyed. The path thus ended, the conclusion of a noble bloodline. Who shall rise? Who gains the title most divine?
Anyone up that looks at
We wait, we wander and wonder, seeking signs from the gods. May the seven usher us to paradise.
I don't think you've done even a smaller good if it bit you on the arse.
But Mother, I'm sleeping.
Stick to your own kind is my advice. You really don't have to look that far. Oh, forget it.
I do believe this is still my room, don't you know?
You're willing to risk Fort Joy.
Go on, sun's out. You really want to be in here?
Idiot. And you can't be too careful, you know? If I can get a...
Better watch yourself, lad. Got greedy eyes on you. Sets me on edge.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot. You've got to pick who you can. And I'm saying, you can trust me. I can see a soul. Curiosity kills the cat.
Why do you shiver so? This room is temperate enough, is it not?
Quite so, my lord. Quite so. But the atmosphere in here is, spooky.
That's what it is. tried it. You've got a picture with traps.
You got that right, Hilga. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilga.
Stick to your own kind, my advice. You really don't have to look that far. Oh, forget it. Oh, forget it.
Bind that wound that it does not fester.
Get away from me, you lone wolf scrubber.
The ghostly elf stands protectively over his corpse, eyes darting across the minefield. His gaze never quite falls on you. You are a warrior, proud and true. You saw your people die as the death fog consumed the forest. You heard them scream and then fall silent. You came for revenge, and you found your own death. The spirit stands with her feet apart, arms at her sides, palms up. She appears to be chanting something, perhaps a prayer to the sky, but you hear nothing. You are a dancer, a lover, a jester. But then the death fog takes the forest and all you know is gone. The screams of your people echo in your heart. You become a warrior. You die fighting, all play forgotten. The elf spirit seizes you by the shoulders, but you feel nothing. His eyes are panicked, and he appears to be shouting something, but you can't hear him. He screams on, but with another's voice. An elven child, in terror and in pain. The fog, the fog, the fog! Those screams will never leave you, even after your death.
You killed him! The villain's dead. He's gone along with his name. All gone. All gone. All gone. All gone.
The man who killed the spirit now lies dead, and he knows it.
Claim your fee in knowledge.
He holds out his hand, index finger forward. A spark crackles between you. Visions flash before your eyes, you using the air to cow your foes, or mastering water to leave them cold and helpless, or watching them fall as the earth moves beneath you.
Choose.
He touches the tip of his finger to yours. Your mind opens, and a secret of the air implants itself within you. He smiles.
Use it well.
He dips his head in thanks, raises his index finger to his temple to say goodbye. Then... The Fletcher trembles before the mass of bodies littering the camp, then looks you in the eyes.
They're dead. That means I can leave. What I do best, making bows and arrows. Roost was a fan of my work and, well, he forced me to work for him. Gods! This means I'm free! A ship? A bit of sea air could be just what I need to relax. Decide what comes next.
He reaches for your hand and shakes it, his eyes smiling.
It's a deal. Must be moored off the Driftwood Harbour, right? I'll meet you there. Thank you.
A ghostly aura shrouds the log, along with a penetrating icy cold. Bitter cold shoots up your fingertips, through your arm, shoulder, neck, and into your brain. Your whole body contracts with the aching freeze, and a voice sounds inside of you.
See what I see. Feel what I feel. Look down.
Where your feet should be, you see great gnarled roots disappearing into a mossy forest floor. As this log once was, you are an ancestor tree. As you examine yourself, you see the top of a small elven child's head as she approaches. She wraps her arms around you and rests her head against your great trunk. You pass her a memory. Once you were her father. You pass her the softness you remember of her chubby cheeks. You pass her the warmth between you when you curled back to sleep. A tear trickles from the child's eye and onto your bark. She whispers that she loves you. She says she will come back tomorrow.
You see?
The child departs, and night falls. You hear voices and the dull thud of axes. A human approaches you and pats your trunk. He raises his axe and...
You see?
You lie in pieces on the forest floor. Rough hands toss you into a cart and haul you away.
You see? You see what he does to me. You see he takes me from my life. You see he cuts me into parts. You make him pay. Look, his bones lie buried in our sacred soil, but his spirit, His spirit remains. Find him. Take from him what he takes from me. I show you where. Find him. I find peace then. I find peace when he is gone.
The whiff of chemistry assails you, but this spirit is not unhappy. Whatever was keeping him here has now lost its power. He's ready to depart. He fades away, gone forever to the Hall of Echoes.
If I could give you the biggest hug in the world, I'd give you the even bigger one. I love you.
He's gone. It doesn't hurt anymore. You did it. You saved me from the bad man. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
The surface of the mirror ripples with a sickly haze. As you gaze into its surface, the haze forms shapes, and the shapes jerk into a figure. You see the outline of a skull, perhaps once an elf, though the flesh is all but rotted from his bones. What remains is the flat, dull colour of sick. Behind him march ornately clad Black Ring. The picture flickers, fades, then returns in full relief. Beneath the din of the marching soldiers, or perhaps alongside it, a voice snags in your mind, like a fishhook in an open eye. It makes a demand. Tell it if you killed another Godwoken. The image strains and flickers again. Each time it comes into focus, a dull ache squeezes your head like a vice, tighter, tighter, unbearably tight. The image flickers and fades to a hazy sheen once more, and the pressure vanishes. There's no denying what you saw. The Black Ring itself is hunting you, or at least paying others to do so. It's impossible to tell who might be working for them. You eye your companions.
Man's best friend is his sword. His only friend to boot.
Well, as a lone wolf with a standing contract to kill Godwoken, I trust you.
Life's full of surprises. That's what makes it fun and horrifying.
You made the bad man go away. You did it. He can't hurt me now.
The child smiles a ghostly gap-toothed grin and waves goodbye.
He's gone. I guess this means I can leave. I hope the next place is better. This was a bye, and thanks.
The spirit's chest heaves in short, hard bursts. Its face is pinched into a tight sneer, fists balled up at its sides. It falls to its knees and grabs its matted hair in 2 fists, then rips. The spectral mats break away and reappear.
Shove your questions. Swallow nails, you.
He catches a string of spittle with the back of his hand and wipes it away as a malevolent grin spreads over his face.
God did. Do us all a favour and go die. Does it matter? They won't stop. Not till they're all dead. You can be sure of that. They ain't what you think. They'll do anything to survive. You'll get what's coming to you. The good guy. Everyone's their own good guy. You don't eat me. I eat you. I destroy you. You are nothing. You are shite under my shoe.
You hear the roar of fire, the crack of burnt awnings falling. The spirit stands before you, silent among the wreckage, his skin half melted down his face. He turns his gaze towards the corpse of Lone Wolf Pigsbane. His peeping skull cracks into a grin. He turns to you and bows. The spirit's grin lingers as the spectral flames around him fade. Skin reforms around his skull. He is a handsome man with gentle eyes. He waves and vanishes. Here lies Jonah Freed, lifelong woodsman. Here lies a loyal man who wished to remain anonymous. Here lies Ermin Kringus, faithful overseer.
Hello there. Fine day for a walkabout, don't you think? You enjoy it now, here? Never know when you might end up like me, then your imagination will have to do you. Best of luck to you. You have yourself a pleasant day now, here. Sure as Mama Morris died of a toilet spider. Only oversaw the place for dang near 50 years after all. Now, in my day, we were a proper mill turning around 1/2 ton of timber by the day. No mean feat for an operation this size, I tell you. Had to shut her after the last of the elf raids, though. They were brutal. Can't say I blame 'em, what with how quick we were turning over those trees of theirs. But a fellow's got to make a living, you know. Not much, no. Never met him myself. I do know they rigged this place to holy high heaven just after settling in, though. Some folks are very private. Me? Oh, no. Sock spider. To an elf, maybe. To me, it meant food on the table and enough gold to pay the doctor. Never know when a hat spider'll get you. Oh, I doubt it. We mostly supplied the divine order, see? Bye now.